All right, awesome people. Welcome to this weekly Forex forecast. No, not forecast. This weekly review of trades that we've done this week. It has been an amazing week, by the way. So I am really happy that you are here today. Awesome. My name is MINDBLOWING. I'm a Forex trader and economist. I am here to help you become a better trader. Then we also need to look into what happened this week. So yeah. Good evening, Peter. Good evening, Captain. Okay, cool. So, do you want to know my exact entries, Captain? I'm not here to save the world, if that's what you're thinking, but okay, cool. You are free to be here, and if you don't want to be here, that's cool. It's a free world. I know exactly what I did on Euro New Zealand this week, for example. I opened here, so that's around 75.20. I have an entry here at around 79 something, and here. I then took profit at 78 on two of them. First, I took one here, and I took one on the way down here. So I still have that one floating and still rising. I also had Euro New Zealand. I sold on market open on Sunday, so that would be in that area here. I then took profit on, I have two orders. I took profit somewhere down here. It was around 200 pips somewhere. Yeah, 220. Cool. And I still have one open. So I still have two trades all running. Before you place them, well, Captain, I tell you, on every Sunday, yeah, okay, so I will go on with my webinar. You can talk to yourself. I will no longer I want to do with my webinar. But one last question or comment is, I'm not a signal service. I give you knowledge so you can take your own trades, and I tell you on Sundays what you should look for. Euro New Zealand and New Zealand dollar was two pairs that I was specifically talking about, and if you missed them, I can't really help you. And if you really need help, there is a mentorship, and if you can't pay for the mentorship, then you have to stick with the Sunday live webinars where I talk about what I will do for the next week and what I think is the best trades. And sometimes I'll lose, sometimes I win, and this time I won. So, but I'm not a signal service. I'm not ever going to give you a signal service. I give knowledge so you can trade for the next 20 years instead of being here for the next 20 minutes and you got a profit. Cool, but that doesn't make you a better trader. That just falls back on me and making you being dependent on me. I don't want that. I want you to be a successful Forex trader with your own brain. You have to come up with the solution. You have to come up with the entries. Nothing. I can tell you where to find water, but you have to find water. Cool? Awesome. So this week has been absolutely amazing. I think, generally speaking, I've been up 1,000 pips. I think I calculated at one point. New Zealand went faster than I thought. It went better than I thought. But we hit profit target, and the other question is, this pullback, is this now a reversal? Or is it a continuation? I don't know that at the moment. I did not enter here as I get a new high, so I guess if you're making higher tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, I'll be more than happy with it. So for this week, it's absolutely boom on EURUSD. Absolutely amazing. And we talked about it on Sunday. Cool. Here. $300 pips. Floating. Cool. So that was that. Then we have this oil. Didn't work out as I wanted. That's a sell. That was the next sell, and then it kind of went back up again, or range bound. But I said this on Sunday, people. The 2 trade plans was already executed. Okay? That's the sell. Well, the sell was a bit farther than that's where to sell, and that's really the target. And then it stopped for some moment and it fell a bit more. And then the target up there and back up to central. But since it then went a bit lower than it should, then target didn't reach my central, but cool. And then after that it just went sideways. That is absolutely normal until the market finds himself again. So, okay. Didn't follow through south, but that was really the sell, and that was really the buy. And now we just have to wait for October. So for October, I will be talking with mentorship group tomorrow at 4 p.m. We will plan for October, ahead of October, so we'll have time to make good plans. So yeah, so use oil is kind of mediocre. Expecting south, but didn't happen. Cool. Nothing, no worry. Do it on your own knowledge to be a good trader. True, Rajic. For euro pound, I don't remember what we did here. I said maybe don't trade it, I guess. But yeah, that's that. And then we have, yeah, cool, nothing. Yeah, I remember. Okay, cool. I said it could be both bullish and bearish. None of them above, actually, by the way. Sorry, no worries. New Zealand yens and dollars surprised me this week, by the way. I have to admit that I didn't see that coming, but New Zealand didn't surprise me. So what really happened was it just fell out of London Open. Never had any pullbacks. You didn't really have time or entries or anything to do with any pullbacks. But yeah, cool. And then profit target and goes a bit sideways and then short again. What are you supposed to know about this trade? I don't really. Well, this is like 0, 0, 0, whatever. 0 worries, 0 anything at all. Because if you're planning for a higher high, you're just waiting for it to happen, but it fell out of your hand. So it's like sand that you take up on the beach, it just falls. Cool, no worries. The other question is this now a reversal down there? I'm not so sure about that. I maybe want price coming back to 68.60 and holding, and then going higher. The other question now is just to go higher and then catch the pullback. That's plan A, and this is plan B. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. Hey, Mushin. Okay. So if you're thinking as a buyer, like, cool, I think that's going to happen. If you're thinking as a seller, you are definitely thinking that, and you don't want price to be above here again. That's like dead. Price has to be below 69.40. Okay, so I'm glad for you, those of you who made profit on New Zealand yen. No matter what you did, not no matter what you did, but I'm glad that you made profits. Happy for you. Good day. For pound yen, we had some losses in this fall here, but then it just fell. Okay, cool. Like, no worries about that. So really what is happening is some kind of consolidation. I don't know if it's just waiting for a rise again, but we have not breached resistance on daily, which is this price here at 35.70, so that's 140 pips up. On the 4 hour, you can then say that it is more like a 35. That's okay. So just basically is waiting for a higher high pullback and then continuation on the 4 hour. If you are a buyer. If you're a seller, I think you might be okay with finding price at 35. So bullish bulls want to be above 135 and bears want to be below. Hi Amir, cool. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. How was your week? Colombia lowers interest rates from 2 to 1.75. Cool. So for this week, pound crushed us instead of we crushing it. But we did so much better on New Zealand that I don't really care. I hope you're coming to a point where you don't hurt if the market goes against you. Okay, so when this is happening, then you have to wait for a reversal pattern. Okay, so what is the reversal pattern? This is the first part. Then you have to have a higher high, but you never got that higher high, so it was never bullish. Okay, if you bought in this area, you did something wrong. Cool. Okay, now the question is this now becoming bullish? This is the same thing. Oh, something like that. For a 4 hour, you really maybe want to be 1 hour be buying here, but really you have to wait for the 135 to be broken and then continuation higher. Okay, good week on euro, dollar, euro, New Zealand, and pound, Swiss. Yeah, awesome. So whatever you do, you are still bearish here. Okay, still bearish. Cool. Continue. Euro, yen also just did some of the same things. But that is a different case. This is just consolidation. I don't know if it wants to make a new leg down before making a full reversal. That it can do. Like, there's no problem with that. So I guess you're just waiting for a break of 132.20. 123.20. And now you're wondering, Ben, why don't you just help us? Why don't you just do how you do it? Well, let me tell you, I'm just giving you right now what you should look for. I can't make you the profits. I can't make you entries. What I can do, you can't buy it now, but you have to wait for certain market conditions. Okay? Cool. Same things. That's just a double bottom. You need a new high pullback before buying. Currently still bearish. All right. Awesome. I still have only 15 minutes left. So I need to go soon. So I want to do euro dollar first. So the diminishing is it made a new low today. Okay. And the high is at 116.80. So if you buy down here, you're really risking it. Okay. But I don't know, maybe I will buy it down here, but also look at the velocity, people, okay? That's the first fall. That's the second fall. That's the third fall. Okay. Do you see anything here? Okay, maybe it's a bad line then. Maybe that's supposed to be a bit longer. But my point being is 1, 2, 3, and it's decrease in size. So that the velocity is going lower, and we might have a reversal, but we don't have a reversal until it's broken here. Okay? So just wait for that if you are a buyer. But if you're a seller, you're like, yay! This is like an amazing place to sell. This is like an amazing place to sell. This is like an amazing place to sell. And you just continue to do that as long as you still have a downtrend. Looking at 14.90. Okay, cool. But as a seller, you don't want the price to be above 16.60. Okay. Anything below 16.60, you're cool. You're good. You're wonderful. You are amazing. Okay. You're short from 17.55. That is 17.55 is here. Okay. So I don't know if Captain whatever Charisma went away if you're still here. Amir is one of my mentorship students. And he killed it this week. So if you're wondering how people who is around me does, cool. He's a living soul with a brain that does amazing things. Yeah, okay, I bailed on this one, by the way. I had an entry here. Yeah, I think I did, because I didn't like that thing. So I was like, nah, back to break even. And look at how stupid I am now. Okay, oh well. Pay for my sins then. New Zealand dollar is making a double bottom. I don't like that. Okay. So my point being, I'm just looking for bearishness on dollar. Yeah, okay. So we might set up reversals. My point being for pound Swissy is that it does some of the same thing. Which she's talking about at the moment. So yeah, I don't know why I bailed. Fear. That's a good buy. That's a good buy. That's a good buy. And if you go into my daily pivots, that's basically here, here, here. Should have 3 entries. If you are serious about pound Swissy. Or that's what you should aim for at least. So you've been just basically waiting for a new higher high, pullback, and continuation. So another great week, another amazing trade about to follow up. The other thing is, if this velocity is a bit slow, so that might be something like that. That's something you have to look out for. So I think if we break 1850, that's the battle sign if you're bullish or bearish. Coolio. Well, I guess we already broke that one down there, so 1 hour bullish, 4 hour bearish. Yeah. Okay, cool. What else? Which else pairs do you want me to go through? Power of 1. Did you remember me from your OP forecast? Any in particular the power of 1, unless you had a different username? When did I do this? Okay, I will do pound dollar. More thorough. Okay. Gold did apparently what I wanted it to do. Sold here. Came down here, take profit. Now it's making a reversal. Now you wait for new RI, and then you're good to go higher. Cool. Just a better price to buy from. Pound dollar. 128. 128. It has to break above, so that's basically the price. For bullish or bearishness. So it's still bearish here. And here it's bullish. Okay. So we shall see what happens. Hi Maria. So I am back apparently. Okay. It said that it was reconnecting. Cool. So basically, yeah. That is kind of reversal, kind of just in the middle of nowhere. You don't buy here, you wait for it to break 128. as a buyer, this is your buys, and that's the end of the buys, and you really haven't got a new opportunity yet, so still waiting for this to break out higher. Okay, cool. So as a seller, that's your sell, that's your sell, that's your sell. You don't like that, so, and then that takes you out. So if you're a seller, you should be out. So for, was it New Zealand dollar you were pricing for? Yeah, true. Yeah. Now okay, I just want to check up on it. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so the other thing is, what else? The Aussie dollar went too fast, and you're just waiting for a new high. Cool. Euro pound. We can go to the other watch list, by the way. Euro Aussie. We didn't talk about that one, but that's, whoa, if we just had that in our minds, people. Buy, 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 and it just went like a rocket ship without anything. So at best, that was, what is it? 372 pips. Ouch. Okay. I saw that maybe, like, was it yesterday or today? So that's all long gone. Pound New Zealand could also have been taken, as well as Euro New Zealand. Buy, and nothing. Well, as for next year, so next year you have to talk about 21st of Sept, and you have to look into New Zealand short and USD strength. Cool. That's just picking down the points. Okay, so we have one last thing. Maybe this was a webinar, maybe too fast for you. I'm just going through it very quickly. This apparently didn't happen, so okay, sorry about that. Pound Aussie, cool. So I just want to say that Swissy is going to be weak. So you just need to find something strong. Okay, cool. So gold, last thing I need to do because I need to go now. I think I'd be part of one. I just said it. You need a higher high, pull back, and then continuation. So that's a double bottom. Okay, that was bad. We are basically just here. So this one can fail. Okay, have that in mind. So you need to have the higher high, then you can have the pullback. What price? Maybe 1880. To 1870. And that's the entry price, and then target. $20,000, 2,000. Cool. Have a great weekend, people. Thank you guys for joining in. If this was too fast for you, I'm sorry, but I need to go. Got visitors, can't do anything good about that. So yeah, this webinar does not contain investment advice, is only for educational purposes and maybe entertainment purposes. I don't give signals, I only give knowledge of what you should look out for, and it's up to you to learn technically how the market moves so you can become a better front trader. Okay, cool. Boom. It's been an amazing week, over 1,000 pips.